Welcome back, YouTube. So in this video, we're going to be talking about specifically the next 90 days, which is going to cover this first quarter of 2022 for Dogecoin and what it can potentially mean. And the reason I say that the next 90 days are so important is because we have most of the catalysts and most of the areas that we need in order to take Dogecoin to the next level. We're going to have the utility opportunities, and we're also going to have the opportunities for promotion or that FOMO, that hype to kick in as well via the Doge One satellite. And I think that what's going to be most important is we're going to have a gauge on the willingness of the community to go out and use Dogecoin for utility purposes. We know for a fact that we're going to have the AMC integration, which is the world's largest movie chain with Dogecoin. This was stated via the CEO, Adam Aaron, that this will be completed within the first quarter of 2022. We know we have the Tesla merch line coming as well via Elon Musk. And we also know that GameStop is also integrating Dogecoin to be taken for payments. And then, of course, we know we have, it's relative, but we know that we're going to have the Robinhood wallet released and pretty much in the next few weeks, actually, which is taking place in the first quarter of 2022. And then again, we also have the Doge One satellite, which is scheduled for like mid to late March, which is still within that 90-day window. So we have everything that we need, which is utility, access to Dogecoin via Robinhood, because we know that most of the Dogecoin is on Robinhood. So we'll have the freedom to move Dogecoin in and out as we please. And then we have the literally like international promo with Dogecoin going to space and being the first cryptocurrency in space as well. So that's going to be, technically, we're crossing all the parameters that we need to have a gauge on the Dogecoin community and what we need to do to go to the next level. Now, with that being said, we primarily what we're looking for, in my opinion, is going to be the Doge One satellite. That's great. That's historic. Again, that's like literally, you can't ask for a better marketing campaign than sending your favorite cryptocurrency to space. But ideally what we're looking for is, and as far as to determine, as far as for utility and pushing it forward, is going to have to come from our willingness to spend Dogecoin for goods and services. And if you have not watched my videos before, you know that when you spend Dogecoin, and if we utilize AMC, Tesla, GameStop, what we're going to do is show the strength of the community, and that's going to attract other businesses to use Dogecoin as well. So what we're looking for is record numbers. We're looking to have Elon Musk and Adam Aaron tweet and post about how much revenue they've done in Dogecoin, and that's going to attract other businesses to say that, okay, if we use Dogecoin, we're going to have the support of this large community. This is literally millions of people that are participating, and that's going to open up the opportunities that we have and give us more places to spend Dogecoin. So that way it makes more sense for us to hold Dogecoin, and because we have more options to do everyday business. The confusion that I often see, a lot of people say that, why would I spend my Dogecoin for 17 cents if it's going to be worth $1 or $2 or something like that? And I think that we need to do is get some understanding about Dogecoin and Dogecoin's purpose. In order for us to make this work in the next 90 days, we're going to have to use Dogecoin for utility purposes. And that's going to mean spending it. Dogecoin is designed to be a currency. It's not designed to be a store of value like Bitcoin or gold. You can think of Dogecoin, think of Bitcoin as digital gold, and think of Dogecoin as like a digital dollar. You don't save the dollar, of course, of the long term. When we say that we're looking for Dogecoin to go to $1 and have these appreciation gains, what we're talking about is the early investors that are typically investing now and have large coin counts. And when we have that vacuum of coins that leave the market and go to these institutions because people are spending it, what you're doing is you're taking the overall supply of the Dogecoin that's available and you're depleting it, because when we spend it, it's going to go to these institutions and they're not going to dump it directly back into the market because they're still continuously doing business in it. So they wouldn't dump the coins back into the market because they would devalue the coins that they already have. So technically they'd be hurting themselves. I've used the example of, think about what would happen to Tesla stock price or Amazon stock price if Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk sold all of their stocks. Their net worth, you'll see it's like 200 billion and stuff like that. But if they started to unload, they would never see those numbers, because the more of them that's on the market, the less that those stocks are worth. It's the same principle with Dogecoin. The more Dogecoin that's on the market, the less the coins are worth. So when we spend Dogecoin, it's going to go to these institutions, and that's going to deplete the overall supply that's on the market. Thus, the value goes up. So if you're in the position where you have a large coin count and you have you're buying at these current prices, as the community spends Dogecoin and the overall supply gets depleted, you're going to be able to ride that wave up. But that only works if we spend Dogecoin. If we have too many people in the community saying that, well, I'm not going to spend Dogecoin, I'm going to hold it so that way I can be the one to ride the wave up and stuff like that, then we're technically going to be shooting ourselves in the foot. This is going to have to be like literally like a group effort in order to make this work. Over the course of the long term, yeah, these next 90 days, as far as for how we respond, we can set ourselves up for years to come if these numbers come back promising. What we're looking for with AMC and Tesla, we are looking to absolutely crush it. I said before, we need to show up and show out as far as for these numbers. We need Adam Aaron and Elon Musk tweeting and saying that they're literally blown away of the support of the community. This is how we're going to get those partnerships with bigger communities. This is how you're going to be able to get into some department stores and potentially start buying food and stuff like that. But not if these numbers are promising. If too many people are holding on, saying, I'm not going to sell my Dogecoin, I'm going to wait, it's going to sabotage the movement. Dogecoin is not Bitcoin. The supply and demand principles work the same, but Dogecoin has stronger price reactions because it is limited in quantity. Dogecoin is not. So therefore, when you can see the price reactions that have like we did last year. I think at our peak, we had like an 11,000% gain. Yeah, that's when you have a focus point and a lot of new money coming in. So therefore, that coin supply is getting depleted. So it sends the price up. This is what we need to do as far as for having the coin supply depleted. So that way, the people that are investing now at like 1741, they're going to have that opportunity to ride that wave back up again. And one other thing that like a side benefit of this is when you have these different institutions that are holding large amounts of coin, and you say, well, what is that going to do to the price? Well, because they're not simply flipping the coins or trying to pump and dump the actual coin price and try and get back in at a lower price, because they're simply taking transactions into them. What the side effect of that is, you're actually going to get a form of price stability, so that you're not going to have whales undercutting the market saying that, oh, okay, it went from 17 to 30 cents or whatever. I'll take this profit. I'm roughly at 100% on turnaround, so I'm going to sell, crash the stock, cause FOMO, and buy back in later. Institutions are not going to do that. By institutions, I'm not speaking of like hedge funds. I'm talking about like an AMC or like a GameStop or something like that. Typically, they're not going to be in the investment world to manipulate cryptocurrencies and stocks and stuff like that. A hedge fund would absolutely do that. So just when I say institutions, don't think like a hedge fund or anyone in like the actual financial sector. Just think of like vendors that do direct to retail sales and services. All of us together, we're going to have to we can make this work if we band together and utilize the opportunities that are in front of us, especially if those of us that either left Dogecoin for AMC or own AMC and Dogecoin. You can support both of your investments simultaneously. And there's no reason that you can't use both of them to literally support your investments. Like, consider it like you're drinking like a Coke if you are invested in Coke stock, or only driving Ford if you invest in Ford stock. And you're literally just looking at literally like supporting your investments and not like you're losing money. If you're using that logic, you can say, why would I spend more dollars versus buying more Apple stock? The same reason you buy an Apple phone when you own Apple stock, or a MacBook computer when you own Apple stock. You're literally supporting your investment and you believe in the products that you're getting. So you're literally helping to propel yourself. If you're going to use that logic, then why spend any money at all? Just buy all stocks. So, I just want to, there's certain things that can cross over between like stock investing and the crypto market. And I know that a lot of the community is new, but we just need to have a fundamental understanding of what Dogecoin actually is so that we can capitalize in the next 90 days. The next 90 days are literally going to be the fundamental, you can consider it like the foundation for Dogecoin. And we have a lot of other cryptocurrencies out there that are looking to be in Dogecoin's position, looking to have the backing and the support of several billionaires, looking to have the ability to get their cryptocurrency in space right now. Dogecoin is in a very unique and amazing position. So we have to make sure that we capitalize and we don't drop the ball on this by not understanding the fundamentals behind the coin. If we play our cards right, you're going to realize the gains that you were hoping for and get the utility at the same time. I hope you found value in this video. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. You can always change your mind later, but if you want to hear more from me, consider subscribing. I post pretty much every day, and we cover Dogecoin and crypto fundamentals, trading. We look at charts. We do like the whole deal here. So, and of course, it's always no fluff. Don't forget to like the video so you too can share it with additional people so we can grow together, not only in numbers, but also in knowledge. And don't forget about BlockFi as well, where if you open an account with them, you can get up to $250 in some of your favorite crypto, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. I appreciate all of you. Happy New Year's. Thank you. And until next time.